Thank you, Peter, and thank you for your time and attention tonight. Miriam Garcia is going to pass out the materials we brought for you. Each of you gets a blue Raising a Reader bag to use as you wish, but I can guarantee you if you take it to the library, the librarians will pay a lot of attention to you. And you can fill it up with your books from the library. Most exciting to all of us is the fact that this new library will be opening next spring. I believe summer. July of 2007 is the target date. Please drive by on Anaheim Street and see this fabulous new library that's going up. It has so many wonderful, exciting features that the children in that neighborhood are just going to have a wonderful time when they go to the library. It's right across from the old Mark Twain Library on Anaheim at Gundry. So if you get a chance, please drive by it and see. They're a little bit ahead of schedule. And we're very much looking forward to welcoming you to the opening day at the new library. So everybody has all their materials? And then thank you very, very much for your time.
I wanted to thank you very much as well, but I also wanted to issue an apology. It seems about, I don't know, a few months ago, my daughter and I were near Mother's Beach, and we walked into the library and we checked out a few books, and we just located them the other day. So I want you to know that we're going to be dropping those off
I'll note
this
that
week.
for the records. Thank you.
I might even throw an extra one in there just to make up.
Thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes,
with your
Dr. Barnes.
permission, I have a resolution signed by the board that I'd like to read. Whereas the Long Beach Public Library Foundation has worked tirelessly to form a partnership with the Long Beach Unified School District and other local educational agencies to provide one-on-one after-school homework assistance, and whereas the Long Beach Public Library Foundation has provided needed literacy helpers for school-aged children, parent workshops, and family learning opportunities, including English language skills development, and whereas more than 140,000 visitations have been made by school-aged children and parents at the 12 family learning centers located in each neighborhood branch library, and whereas the Long Beach Public Library Foundation coordinates a citywide effort to make a storybook reading a family ritual in the home for preschool children with its Raising a Reader program, and whereas the Long Beach Public Library Foundation places dictionaries in the hands of all third grade students in Long Beach schools in order to foster good writers, active readers, and creative thinkers, and whereas the Long Beach Public Library Foundation actively promotes the literacy of all citizens, assures that a well-informed public is engaged in meeting educational needs, and assists all students in reaching their full potentials as readers. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Long Beach Unified School District acknowledges, thanks, and commends, and looks forward to continuing cooperation with the Long Beach Public Library Foundation and its many dedicated staff members and volunteers.
Well, thank you. On behalf of our full board and all the volunteers who help us, we really, really appreciate that sentiment. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barton, Dr. Garcia, Peter Bostic, Chris Burcham. Your enthusiasm for books and reading is marvelous, and we applaud it. Public testimony on items on the agenda is next. And rather than sound woody, I'm just going to point out that there are green sheets available from Mrs. Teresa Daly, our secretary. Are they also in the back of the room? From Mrs. Daly Oldie. And if you wish to speak to items on the agenda, we ask that you fill one of these out, and the board protocol allows you 5 minutes then to speak to the agenda item. We will not count time for the interaction that takes place among board members or staff. Items not listed on the agenda, you should fill out a white sheet. Protocol calls for 3 minutes. So one person would have a total of 8 minutes to address the board on items both on the agenda and not those off the agenda. At this time, we have no requests for items on the agenda. So we'll move on for items not listed on the agenda, and I'd like to call up first Shelley Cassidy.
Good evening, President Meyer, members of the board, Superintendent Steinhauser, members of the audience, and executive staff. My name is Shelley Cassidy, and I am the president of the Greater Long Beach Association of School Psychologists, which is a local affiliate of the California Association of School Psychologists. The Greater Long Beach affiliate includes Long Beach Unified, Compton Unified, ABC Unified, Linwood Unified, Paramount Unified, Downey Unified, Norwalk La Mirada Unified, Whittier City, South Whittier, East Whittier, Los Nietos, and Little Lake school districts. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to talk to you about School Psychology Awareness Week, which is from November 6th through the 10th. Growing up is not easy. All children and adolescents face problems from time to time, such as feeling afraid to go to school, having difficulty organizing their time efficiently, lacking effective study skills or self-discipline, worrying about family matters like divorce and death, feeling depressed or anxious, experimenting with drugs and alcohol, thinking about suicide, worrying about their sexuality, applying to college, getting a job, or quitting school. School psychologists help children, parents, teachers, and members of the community understand and resolve these concerns. A school psychologist can be described as a bridge and someone who consults and collaborates with teachers, parents, and administrators to find effective solutions to learning and behavioral problems. School psychologists help children and youth succeed academically, socially, and emotionally by creating safe, healthy, and supportive learning environments for all children, for all children and youth. School psychologists work to find the best solution for each student and situation and use different strategies to address student needs and to improve school and district-wide support systems. School psychologists work with students individually and in groups. They also develop school programs to train teachers and parents about effective teaching and learning strategies, techniques to manage behavior at home and in the classroom, working with students with disabilities or with special talents, addressing abuse of drugs and other substances, and preventing and managing crises. School psychologists also help others understand child development and how it affects learning and behavior. They provide psychological counseling to help resolve interpersonal or family problems that interfere with school performance and work directly with children and their families to help resolve these problems in adjustment and learning. They develop programs to make schools safer and more effective learning environments. Finally, in the present day, with the 2004 reauthorization of the Individuals with Disabilities Act and the upcoming reauthorization of No Child Left Behind, school psychologists spend time researching and planning so as to use evidence-based research to develop and/or recommend effective interventions. My hope in addressing you this evening is to bring awareness to the work of the school psychologist and the tremendous needs that they serve for students, teachers, and families. Please join me in celebrating School Psychologist Awareness Week from November 6th through the 10th. And once again, thank you for the opportunity to speak here today.
Thank you very much.